Welcome to the Krishna Das Pilgrim Heart Hour. In this podcast, Krishna Das shares his warm-hearted and down-to-earth path to the divine. If you are interested in supporting Krishna Das's podcast, please go to BeHereNowNetwork.com/KD.
Jayanti Mangala Kali Bhadrakali Kapalini Durga Kshama Shiva Datri Swaha Swadha Namostute Narayani Namostute Narayani Namostute Narayani Namostute Siddhi Buddhi Prade Devi Bhukti Mukti Pradayani Mantramurte Mahadevi Mahalakshmi Namostute Narayani Namostute Narayani Namostute Narayani Namostute Sarvabadha Vinirmukto Dhana Dhanya Sitato Manusyo Mat Prasadeno Bhavishyati Sanshaya Narayani Namostute Narayani Namostute Narayani Namostute Narayani Namostute Jaya Jagarambe He Ma Durga Jaya Jagarambe Jaya Jagarambe He Ma Durga Jai Jagarambe He Ma Durga Jai Jagarambe He Ma Durga He Ma Durga, He Ma Durga, He Ma Durga. He Ma Durga, He Ma Durga, He Ma Durga. Jai Jagarambe He Ma Durga Jai Jagarambe He Ma Durga Ekali Durga Namo Namo Akali Durga Namo Namo Jadaganambe, Hey Ma Durga. Jadaganambe Ma Durga, Jadaganambe Ma Durga. Jadaganambe Ma Durga, Jadaganambe Ma Durga. Om Narayani Om, Narayani Om, Narayani Om, Narayani Om. Narayani Om, Narayani Om, Narayani Om, Narayani Om. Jadaganambe Ma Durga, Jadaganambe Ma Durga. Jadaganambe Ma Durga, Jadaganambe Ma Durga. Narayani Om, Narayani Om, Narayani Om, Narayani Om. Narayani Om, Narayani Om, Narayani Om, Narayani Om. Jadaganambe Ma Durga, Jadaganambe Ma Durga. Jadaganambe Ma Durga, Jadaganambe Ma Durga. Hey Ma Durga, Hey Ma Durga, Hey Ma Durga, Hey Ma Durga. Hey Ma Durga, Hey Ma Durga, Hey Ma Durga, Hey Ma Durga. Jadaganambe Ma Durga, Jadaganambe Ma Durga. Jadaganambe Ma Durga, Jadaganambe Ma Durga. Om Narayani Om, Narayani Om, Narayani Om, Narayani Om. Narayani Om, Narayani Om, Narayani Om, Narayani Om. Matre Namah. Matre Namah. Jembe Gauri Jai Shama Gauri Om Shri Matre Namah. Om Shri Matre Namah. Om Shri Matre Namah. Jembe Gauri Jai Shama Gauri Om Shri Matre Namah. I want to do some special prasad for Hanuman Jayanti. Can you suggest some of his favorite foods? I don't know. But they say he likes besan ki laddu the most. Laddu made from besan flour. And your name is Anuradha, so you must know what besan ki laddu is. Chickpea flour. So, but Hanuman knows the heart and he accepts offerings from the heart, whatever they are. What is the meaning of Sitaram? Well, if you find out, would you please tell me? These are the names of God, and of course, there's a storyline involved with Ram and Sita and Hanuman, Lakshman, and restoring Dharma to the world after this big demon named Ravana kind of conquered almost the whole universe. And Vishnu took form, God took form through Vishnu as Rama in that case, and did a whole show and restored the Dharma. And Sita is Rama's wife. Rama is Sita's husband. They are supposed to be also a manifestation of Lakshmi and Narayan, Vishnu and Lakshmi. And but they're really two sides of one coin. They're not separate. They can't exist separately. And when they manifested on Earth, they existed. They looked like they were separate, and then they also have separate forms in the higher worlds. But ultimately, they are two forms of one being, two sides of one coin. Is Hanuman Jayanti a birthday celebration? Yes, it's Hanuman's birthday. Did you celebrate Maharaj's birthday with him? No. I don't know his age. They say he was born, somebody found out. I mean, we later on, we met his children, and we became friendly with them, and we knew them. Of course, when we were with him, we didn't know that he had been married, that he was married and had a family. He never talked about it. But some of the devotees knew. He appeared to be about 75 when he left the body. But I say appeared because there's definitely, he was born in a certain place to certain parents. He lived in a certain place. He got married in a certain place, and he had children in a certain place, and that history is well known. However, with a being like this, you can't be sure that that's the whole story. For instance, we were in Allahabad at Dada's house. Dada Mukherjee was one of Maharajji's great old devotees. And we were chanting in the big room. Maharajji was sitting there on the tucket, and we were singing Sri Ram Jai Ram for a long time. And these two young Indian men came in, and they sat down by the door in the back of the room. And as soon as they came in, Maharajji, and sat down, Maharajji looked at them and said, go back and bring the old lady. So they left. Now, no one knew what he was talking about, but they seemed to know. They left. Some time later, they returned with this very old lady, and they came in the room and sat down in the back of the room. As soon as they came in, Maharajji got up and left the room and went into his office. We used to call it his office, his bedroom at Dada's house. And he called them in. The story I'm telling you, I found out later. In the moment, I didn't know anything. So he called them in, and the old lady kept looking at Maharajji and saying, Baba, how could this be? How could you be here? I don't understand, Baba. How could this be? And Maharajji said, Ma, shut up. Hap, jump, be quiet, hap. But she couldn't stop. She was just like, Mama, how could this be? How could you be here? Finally, he said, Ma, I died and I was reborn in the hills. Now shut up, be quiet. And then he gave them prasad and sent them away. Now, Dada was like the FBI for Maharajji's stories. So as soon as they went out one door, he ran around through the back door and caught them at the gate of the house. And he asked them, what is the story? What happened? What is this all about? And the two young men said, well, one of the young men said, this lady, she's my aunt. And I know that she liked to meet Babas. So when we heard that Ninkuroli Baba was in Allahabad, we decided to come see him. And I stopped by my aunt's house to ask if she wanted to go. But she told me, no, Ninkuroli Baba's long gone. He was my grandfather's guru. This lady who was like in her 80s said, he was my grandfather's guru, and I used to sit on his lap when I was a kid, 8 years old. So he must be long gone now, which is why she didn't come. But as you remember, the two men came into the room and Maharajji sent them back, go get the old lady. So she said, so she tells Dada, I used to sit in his lap when I was a kid, and he looks exactly the same as he looked then, but I don't remember him wearing a blanket. What can you say about that? This actually happened, you see. I didn't make it up. Nobody told me the story. Who could have made it up? I was there. I saw it happen. So, like I said, he was born, he grew up, he went into the jungle, he came back, he got married, he had kids, he lived. That happened, and this also happened. He looked the same to this lady who was now in her 80s. 70 years later, he looked the same as he looked 70 years before. And he said, Ma, I died and was reborn in the hills. Now, be quiet. What are you going to do? Somebody said, why doesn't Maharajji's grace stay permanently with me? It comes and goes, or is it my fear psychosis? The grace is always here, but we're too busy. We are too involved in our stuff, in our thoughts and emotions. We're too identified with our negative emotions. We're busy. We want things. We get distracted. Our mind's all over the place. So from our side, it appears that we lose contact with the grace. But that's not the case. We just lose awareness of the presence. Maharajji doesn't go, he doesn't come, he doesn't leave us. He never lets go of our hands. Once he takes your hand, he doesn't let go. He said that many times. Once I take your hand, I never let go, even when you let go of mine. It's just our karmic situation. We don't have the ability or the necessary tools to stay open, present, aware, and plugged in. We're all over the place. That's what spiritual practice is about. It's coming back again and again. But don't think that grace feels one particular way. You're looking for some feeling that you say is grace. And when you don't have that feeling, you think you're not in grace. That's not the case. That's your imagination of what you think grace should feel like. That has nothing to do with real grace. That's just what you consider to be your version of it. So let go of all the things you think it should be, and maybe you'll have a deeper taste of it. Do you know how Maharajji was as a child, young man, husband, father? Was he always a saint or develop into sainthood? There's stories about him as a kid telling these people in the village that there was going to be a fire in their shop, and they should get out of the shop. And they didn't believe this 8-year-old kid. They said, yeah. And that night, the shop was hit by lightning and burnt down. Things like that were happening all the time. He was born. My understanding is that he was born enlightened, but he still had to open the channels, the inner channels, the inner nerve channels, to hold that openness here on the earth for us, out of compassion for us. He didn't need to accomplish anything. That's my feeling. I don't know, but that's the way it feels to me. He didn't. He simply needed to purify the body so that he could hold that light down here on earth for our sake. These great beings don't take birth because they have to. They take birth out of compassion for us. And to complete the work on us that they've started already for many, 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 many births. At least that's my understanding. What's the prayer in the beginning of Om Namah Shivaya on Pilgrim Heart? I don't know. I think it's a few lines from the Shiva Stuti or the Rudrashtakam, which I recorded on Door of Faith. I recorded the whole prayer on Door of Faith, so you can hear it on that. Or okay, Om Namah Shivaya on Pilgrim Heart. Oh, yeah. You're asking about, that's Mr. Tiwari doing puja up in the mountains in the Himalayas. I recorded him doing this puja, and that's just a little snippet of it that I decided to put there because he left the body shortly before that, before I made that CD. So to honor him and to bring his blessings to us, I put that in there. Yeah, that's from the Shiva puja that he always did. 4 worlds mentioned in the Hanuman Chalisa. The 4 worlds? You mean the 4 fruits of life? I don't know what 4 worlds. Yeah, I think you're talking about the 4 fruits of life are the artha, kama, dharma, and moksha. Now, I've seen it as kama, which means desires, but I've also seen it as karma, which means work and action. Artha means the things you need to have. Artha means mostly money to feed yourself, to take care of your family, the things you need. Kama is getting your desires fulfilled. Dharma means finding the path, and moksha means realizing the path, which is liberation. So I think that's what you mean. I'm from Brazil. Tudo bem? I don't speak English very well. Your voice calms my anxiety attacks. That's very good. Your voice brings my faith back in life. I'm grateful to know you. Thank you. I'm glad that it has that good effect for you. It saves me too. That's why I sing, to save my ass, but my ass seems to be getting bigger and bigger, including so many other people. So you mean I just talked to somebody, I heard the tale of the old woman thinking she saw Neem Karoli as Baba as a young girl, not thinking she did. And he admitted that she did. He knew her. Don't you get it? It wasn't a fantasy. That happened. So how did he ever physically die? Who says he physically died? That's just what we see. We don't know what he thinks. He could be living next door to you and you wouldn't know it unless he wanted you to. Personally, I believe he's in a physical body somewhere. And he's working with people just like he always did and always will. But right now he doesn't have work with me or us directly, physically. He already did that. And he's taking care of everybody through all this stuff. So it's his show, not our show. And the sooner we accept that, the happier we'll be. It's challenging to find a community. I so crave one. Even as a social being and yoga instructor, I find it challenging to find people who want to go deep. I agree with you. It's very hard to find. Communities are very difficult to a very complex situation. Everybody brings all their stuff. They may have nice aspirations right here, but all around those aspirations are all the negativity and emotions and all the stuff. And they bring it all to the community with a big smile, but behind is a big shadow. So communities can be very difficult. It's very hard to find communities that truly serve the soul of all the members. It's very difficult. But the big community is human beings. You know, that's our real community. So our work is to allow our hearts to open to all beings, even the ones we don't like, even the ones that are doing terrible things. They're only doing that out of their own pain. And they're only creating more and more and more suffering for themselves and others. But it's not our job to judge. It's our job to love everyone as best we can. and that's hard enough. I didn't know Alan Watts, no. Somebody says, I feel a wonderful vibration after chanting. What is this? It's a wonderful vibration. Enjoy. I did not meet Timothy Leary ever. The story of Hanuman's birth, I'm not so much up on all those things, believe it or not. But Shiva knew that Ram was going to incarnate to restore Dharma to the earth, harmony to the earth. And he wanted to assist Ram in doing that. So he sent his energy, his Shakti, through the wind god. And the wind god transmitted it to Hanuman, transmitted it to Hanuman's mother, Anjani. And it was, so it's very interesting. It's kind of, you could say it was a virgin birth, very much like Jesus. The thing is that it doesn't mean that Anjani and her husband didn't get it on. It just means that something extra was added into that. And apparently they say Hanuman was born very quickly. And he had all these powers just as a baby. He flew up, he saw the sun, and he thought it was a sweet fruit. So he jumped up into the sky, and he was just about to eat the sun. And the king of the gods, Indra, saw that, and in order to protect Surya, he knocked Hanuman down with a thunderbolt and broke his jaw. Hanuman means the one with the jaw. Hanu is jaw. So that's how he got his name, Hanuman. And it's funny, I was with this Baba in India. I've talked about him a number of times. Very, very old Baba. When I met him, he was 163. He just left the body about a year ago in his 180s. But he had a vision of baby Hanuman, huge, like this, like filling the sky. They say that the child forms of the avatars, of the incarnations, are in some ways the most powerful because they're unrestricted, just like a child. Just could do any plays and has no restrictions on his energy before he's socialized. So they say, and so what happened with Hanuman was that he was naturally drawn to the rishis. So he used to go to the jungle, and he loved the rishis so much, he used to pick them up and throw them up in the air and catch them. And he was disturbing their practices, so they cursed him. They cursed him that he would only remember his powers when he was reminded. And so after that, the next part of his life was he became an advisor to the king. He was very wise, but he didn't remember who he really was until after he met Rama. And then he began to remember who he really was. Do I do much Vedic chanting? No, I don't. I just do what I do, I used to, when I was younger, I used to want to learn other chants and stuff like that. And so I learned some things, but mostly I just sing what gets me off. I'm not looking to learn anything new mostly. Whatever comes through is good. Otherwise, I just keep singing. The idea is to go deeper and not to collect stuff. So, on one hand, that's what the deal is. Has Baba vividly visited you in your waking life since his supposed passing? There's a lot of assumptions in that statement. The first assumption is that this is waking life. I think you'd have a little bit trouble proving that to some people. Basically, we're dreaming. This is dreamland. And Maharajji can come and go in any form at any time. But he knows exactly how much you can take. If he walked in this room right now, I would explode. And that's not what he wants to happen. So hopefully someday. But he's, you don't have to see physically. I see him in dreams regularly, but not every day, by far, not even every month, but regularly he shows up in one form or another. Okay, here's the big one. My sexual desires have ruled my life. It's an addiction that it seems I cannot stop. Yeah. Well, I can never figure out how this shit works. Okay. Focus, turn off. Okay. Yeah. We're human beings. We got to eat. We got to sleep. We got to shit. We got to fuck. And we got to breathe. There's nothing wrong with that. The problem is when we get really out of balance and we keep using our bodies to pacify our emotions and to like kind of disconnect us through pleasure, to avoid pain. And we get addicted to that avoidance of our own stuff, our own issues. And like any addiction, it's not easy to work with that. There's so much shame and so much guilt and so much stuff involved with it. And you're feeding so many negative desires with that. You're controlling other people, you're manipulating other people, you're allowing yourself to be used. So much stuff going on in the sexual world. And for the most part, growing up, sex was associated and identified with love. Lust and love, there was not a lot of difference in our lives. I mean, there was parental love or whatever, but in relationships, when we fell into lust with somebody, we would say, I love you. And so that would last as long as it lasts. And then you fall in lust with somebody else, or you fall out of lust with that person. And so join you're in the same club that we're all in. We're all fucked up in one way or another. Do some practice. Don't worry about it. Fuck your brains out until you're tired, but do a little practice in the meantime also. Learn how to calm your mind a little bit. Don't try to stop sex. You'll never stop it. If you were meant to be a monk, you would already be a monk. There's no reason to be putting yourself down for it. Everybody's fucked up. The whole world, crazy with it in one way or another. So don't worry about it. But plant some seeds of practice also. You can't fuck 24 hours a day, 365 days a year, no matter how much you try. It's just physically not possible. I mean, mentally, it's probably possible. But take a few minutes a day to calm your ass down. That's all. Get into the habit of finding some space where you just let go of everything for a few minutes. And then go out and get laid again. It doesn't matter. I remember the first time in my life that I had enough sex. It was an astounding feeling. I'm not going to get into the details now or ever, so don't ask. But I'm telling you, there was a point in my life, there was one situation where I had enough sex. I didn't want to get laid. And it was the first time in my life that I was temporarily free of that insane lust, craziness. It was an amazing feeling. Of course, it didn't last, but it was quite amazing. So anything is possible. Don't worry about it. Just say some rum rums and go fuck your brains out. Sorry. Can I please share the story when Maharajji asked me not to marry? Well, that happened, previously he told me he tried to marry me. I say tried because that's just a way of putting it. If he really wanted me to get married, he would have married me and that would have been it. But I didn't want to get married. I was in India. I didn't want to get married. First of all, because I saw that the couples that got together around him were soon sent home to America to meet their parents. And I didn't want to leave India. I was never going to leave India. And so I had to shut that door, because if I got involved with somebody, I know I would have been sent home. So I said, no, that's not happening for me. But my last darshan with Maharajji, last time I saw him physically so far, I was totally freaked out. Then I'm leaving that day to get on a plane and go back to America. I've been walking around India barefoot in a red dress for like a year and a half. And I'm thinking, what am I going to do in America? I have no idea what I'm going to do there. And so I was sitting in front of him and I'm thinking, I got to ask him what to do in America. And then the other part of me said, shut up, you should have faith, you don't need to ask, everything will be okay. But what do you mean? I'm fighting with myself, sitting in front of him. And finally, I blurted out, I said, Maharajji, how can I serve you in America? You know how horrible that is? It was a total fake lie. I wasn't caring about how I could serve him. Tell me what to do, please. And of course, he knew it. He made this face like it just bit a pickle, like that. And he says, Seva puchka neoti, sakaro. He said, if you ask about service, then it's not service. Then you're following orders. Do what you want. Now, I had been celibate for 2.5 years, between the ages of 23 and 25 and a half, 26. Prime time. You know what I wanted to do. And he knew what I wanted to do. So he says to me, just do what you want. And my mind stopped. I just looked at him like, thinking, how could that be serving you? That's what how could me, going out and getting laid be serving you? And he just looked at me and laughed. And he just patted my head, said, Jao, Jao, go. And then as I'm walking away, very casually, he just said, "Don't get married in America. Ciao." So I heard that, but my main thing in my mind was like, how can I serve you? How can I serve you? What do I, what, you know? So then I walked across the courtyard and I bowed down to him the last time. And as I was bowing, I heard in my own head my voice, but it wasn't me talking. And it said, "I'll sing to you in America." So, but it took me 21 years to start singing to him. 21 years. That's a long time. It was really, it was a lot of suffering in that 21 years. Really, a lot of unhappy stuff. There were nice things, very good things, but there was also a lot of depression, a lot of fear, a lot of anger, a lot of grief. But it took me 21 years to start singing to him, really singing to him. Of course, I had been singing a little bit here and there, but not really doing it as practice. I don't really know how to explain it, but so that's the story. All right. So, being Hanuman's birthday, let's do this Hanuman mantra for a little while. Then we'll sing Hanuman Chalisa. Hanumate Namaha. Om Ham Hanumate Namaha. Om Ham Hanumate. Om Ham Hanumate. Om Ham Hanumate Namaha. Om Ham Hanumate Namaha. Om Ham Hanumate Namaha. Om Hanumate. Om Hanumate. Om Om Hanumate, Om Hanumate, Om Hanumate, Namah. Om Hanumate, Namah. Om Hanumate, Namah. Om Hanumate, Om Hanumate, Om Hanumate, Namah. Om Hanumate, Namah. Om Hanumate, Namah. Om Hanumate, Om Hanumate, Om Hanumate, Namah. Om Hanumate, Namah. Om Hanumate, Namah. Om Hanumate, Om Hanumate, Om Hanumate, Namah. Om Hanumate, Namah. Om Hanumate, Namah. Om Hanumate, Om Hanumate, Om Hanumate, Namah. Om Hanumate, Namah. Om Hanumate, Namah. Om Hanumate, Om Hanumate, Om Hanumate, Namah. Om Hanumate, Namah. Om Hanumate, Namah. Om Hanumate, Om Hanumate, Om Hanumate, So, is Hanuman Chalisa. And first, the Hungry Heart's Prayer, because so many people are suffering. So many souls are burning. So we offer our own hearts and whatever love we could find there. To bring a breath of life to those beings, of comfort. Calling out to hungry hearts, everywhere through endless time. You who wander, you who thirst, I offer you this bodhi mind. Calling out to hungry spirits, everywhere through endless time. Calling out to hungry hearts, all the lost and the left behind. Gather round and share this meal, your joy and your sorrow, I make it mine. Calling out to hungry hearts, everywhere through endless time. You who wander, you who thirst, I offer you this heart of mine. Calling out to hungry spirits, everywhere through endless time. Calling out to hungry hearts, all the lost and the left behind. Gather round and share this meal, your joy and your sorrow, I make it mine. Shri Guru Charan Saroja Raja Nijamanu Mukur Sudhari Varano Raghubar Demala Jasu Jodayak Palachari Buddhihin Tanu Janike Sumiram Pavan Kumar Siaram Allah Buddhi Vidya Dehu Mohi Harahu Kalesa Vikara Savara Ramachandra Pada Jai Sharanam Jaya Hanuman Gyana Gunasar Jaya Kapi Sati Hum Loka Ujaya Ramaduta Tulita Baladham Anjani Putra Pavana Sutana Mahavira Bikram Bajrangi Mati Nirvara Sumati Kesangi Kanchana Varana Viraj Subesa Kanana Kundala Kunchita Kesa Hat Bajura Dvaja Viraja Kande Muja Janeru Sad Shankara Suvana Kesari Nanda Teja Pratap Mahajagabam Vidyavan Guni Ati Chatur Ram Kaja Karibe Ko Atur Prabhu Charata Sunebe Korasiya Rama Lakhan Sita Manadasi Sukshma Rupa Darasiya Hindaka Vikata Rupa Daralanka Jara Bhima Rupa padare asura sanhare Ramachandra ke kaj samvar Jai Sanjivana Lakshmana Jaya Shri Raghubira Shiralai Raghupati Kinhi Bahut Parai Tumma Mama Priya Bharatai Samabhai Sahasabadan Tumaro Jasaga Asakahi Shri Pati Kantalaga Sanakadika Brahmadi Munisa Narada Sharada Saita Ahisa Yamakumbera Digapal Jahante Kabiko Biddakai Sake Kahante Tuma Upakar Sugriva Inkina Rama Melaya Raja Padadina Tumaro Mantra Bibhishana Mana Lankeshwara Vaisabha Jagajan Yuga Sahasra Jojana Parabhan Ilyotai Mudura Parajan Prabhu Mudrika Mele Mukamahi Chala Dilange Gai Akshara Janahi Udagama Kaja Jagata Kejete Sugama Anugra Tumarete Rama Duare Tumarakavare Hotana Agya Bin Pezar Sab Sukalahe Tumhari Sharana Tumara Chakahu Podarana Apana Teja Samaro Ape Tinon Lokahan Katen Kampe Bhutta Pisashana Katana Ave Mahavir Jabanama Sunav Nasero Gahare Sabapir Japata Nirantara Hanumatavir Sankatate Hanuman Churave Manakama Bachana Dhyana Jolave Sabapara Rama Tapasvi Raja Inake kaj sakal tuma saja Or manoratha jo koe lave Sove amit jivana palapave Charon yuga pradtap tumhara Hai prasiddh jagat ujjiyara Sadhu sant ke tumarakovare Asura nikanda Rama dulare Ashta siddhi no nidhi ke data Asavara dina Janki mata Rama rasayan tumare pasa Sadaro Raghupati ke dasa Tumare bhajan Rama ko paava Janama janama ke dukha bisarava Anta kala raghuvara pura jai Jahan janma hare bhakta kahai Or devata chittana darai Hanumat se sarva sukha kare Sankat kate mite sab pira jo sumere Hanumat balavir Jai Hanuman Gosai Kripa karo Gurudev kinai Jo satabar pat kara ko Chutta hi bandi mahasukha hoy Hoya pare Hanuman Chalisa Hoya siddhi saki gaurisa Tulasi das sada hari chera Kije nath hridaya mandir Pavanatanaya sankata harana Mangalamurti Rup Siya Ram, Rama Lakshmana Sita Sahita, Hriday Basav Surabhupa, Syavara Ramachandra Pada Jai Sharanam. Mangalamurti Marutananda, Sakala Amangala Murane Kandam. Mangalamurti Marutananda, Sakala Mangala Murane Kandam. Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram, 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 Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Ram, Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Ram, Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai 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 Jai Ram. Sita Ram, Sita Ram, Sita Ram Jai, Sita Ram, Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai 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 Ram, Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram, Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram. Sita Ram, Sita Ram, Sita Ram Jai, Sita Ram, Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram, Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram. If we know anything about a path at all, if we know there might be a way out of this mess and a way to live in this world in a good way, with an open heart and without fear, it's only because of the great beings that have gone before us. Out of their love, out of their kindness, they left some footprints for us to follow. So, in the same way that they wish for us, in the same way that they wish for us, we wish that all beings everywhere, all of us be safe, all of us be happy, that all of us have good health and enough to eat. And may we all live in peace and that ease of heart, with whatever comes to us in life. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti.